Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good day to everyone. Welcome to development of mobile application for teaching and learning session, International Learning Resources Festival IMU 2021. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for our MC today. Can I start my slide? Okay, my name is Juniza. As I mentioned before, I'm currently teaching as a lecturer in Polytechnic Tunku Syed Sirajuddin in Perlis in Department of Design and Communication Visual. My passion right now is developing a mobile application and mobile game, and listed here are some of my mobile game and mobile apps created since 2020. My first mobile application I developed was in 2018, and which is still available in Google Play Store, and you can just search my name in Google Play Store, Juniza Zamri, and it will get you to my apps that I uploaded into Play Store. Okay. So for today's session, I will be sharing these three topics where at the end of this session, we hope that we will be able to identify the three main topics that are types of mobile application, how we integrate mobile application for our class, and also the platform that we can use to develop mobile application, even if we have never programmed a single line of coding before. Okay. So this is one example of the mobile application that I created without coding, where I publish it through QR code as a progressive web app, or PWA. So what is PWA? PWA means that one of the responsive version of apps that can work on a mobile device or our handphone through mobile browser. Means that if we want to access the mobile apps, we need to open up through Google Chrome, for example, then it will bring us direct to the apps without installing the application. Means that we can open the application through browser that we had in our handphone. Okay. So this is the first application for teaching and learning that I created back in 2019, and I used to won a silver medal and also gold medal during Edu Innovation Competition in UKM last year. Okay. All right. When we talk about the types of mobile apps, there are some differences between all this type of application. So if we categorize them by the technology we use to code them, we might have 2 or 3 types of application. But in this sharing session, I will cover the 2 types of mobile application, which are native and template app builder in general. Okay. So what is native app? So native app are built specifically just for one's platform. Like for example, if we develop native app for iOS application, we normally need to have another team for developer to develop for Android version for the same apps. Okay. Other than that, for native code, they normally use programming languages like Java, Swift code for iPhone, and C++, and so on. Okay, so the good side for this native language application, it's more reliable in terms of, and it's also more efficient in terms of the application. The native language application can give more of if we develop a native language application, the things that we need to consider is it will cost us much higher in cost. Okay, because we need to have double platform, because of course, if we want to develop the application for native language, we have to develop for Android. And if you want to publish it in Google Play Store, we have to have another platform. We have to have another team to develop for App Store as well. Okay, and also the maintenance also needed for each version of platform. And for the second one, which is the template app builder, it's obviously have different story, because even if we insist to use a code, we can normally use the very simple basic HTML, where otherwise we can only use the available features in the platform. I will show you guys how actually we do it in the platform after this slide. Okay. All right. For category of template app builder, it's actually have the look and feel like native app, but more graphically wise. Okay, we can have the home screen and app icon. We can also have a responsive design. Just from some app might be slightly slower speed of performance compared to the native app. So this is, we can call that is a not a very good side of the template app builder lah, since it will take more more speed of our mobile apps. But in terms of cost, low cost than native app development apps, we need to make a decision which type of apps that we want to create. Okay. All right, so this is the list of example, the platform that we can use to build an app. So if we look at the top row of the platform that we can choose to build an app, the top row is the first version, the free version. Okay, but obviously, if you use the free version, it will comes to the need of the programming skill to develop the apps. Okay, but the other row in the down below here, the list that I mentioned here is the platform that we can choose to develop mobile app without coding. So it's more easier, but it comes with the price that we had to pay at the end of the completion of the application. Okay. All right. So another type of mobile application that we can choose to develop for teaching and learning is a mobile game. Okay. So this is the example of a mobile game that I developed, Kodang Fun Run mobile game, and this game is actually based mobile game, and it will be available in Google Play Store soon. Okay, at this moment, the prototype version is already available, but okay. For mobile game, we have another platform like Game Salad, Unity, and Unreal Engine. Okay, so all this engine is the among popular platform that we use to develop mobile game. Okay. For teaching and learning, it's not necessarily to use the other platform that I mentioned just now, but we can also use gamification like mobile application to attract students to be more interested in our class. Okay. Why mobile application? Okay, why mobile application? So mobile application actually could change the face of education by introducing a new way of learning. Okay, and here are how mobile application can improve our education. Okay, I believe that most of this audience today is teachers, is it? And I still remember early this year when MyK SSR and MyK SSM digital textbook mobile apps has been released in Google Play Store. The whole school in Malaysia were using it non-stop until up to one point the platform server become overloaded by the user traffic the server into another server. Okay, they have to migrate the server. Okay. So that is one example how impactful mobile app can be for teaching and learning. So other than that, of course, during the pandemic time like this, we need to be always prepared, as we don't want our kids and students to miss out their education and class again, right? So through mobile app, we can promote personalized learning, where it can help students to learn at their own pace, okay? And then this can also help the teachers to update their teaching content, where it can change how students their learning materials well. And then having mobile app can actually help students to access the content 24/7 without need to wait for the next day, only at school but also at home. Okay. Yeah, I need to open up again. I accidentally closed the slide. Okay, can everyone see my slide now? All right. So for today, okay, for today's session, I will show everyone how we can build an app without coding. So there is a few basic steps. Okay, let's have a look together. The one of the platform that I used to create my mobile application without coding is a Rexbit platform. So Rexbit platform is the one of the platform that available if you are interested to have a look. So let's have a look together. So for this platform, we only have a few simple step. The first step is to set the home screen layout. Okay, so from this, when we log in the platform later, you can see that the first step that we can do to start or to set up our platform is by set up the home screen layout. Okay, so this is basically how it will look like in the website. Okay, and then the second step is set the global screen setting. So for the global screen setting, what we can do in this page is we can set the theme that we want. We can upload our logo if we have any. We can customize the background image, and also we can customize the font type that we want to make it display on the application itself. Okay. And then the step number 3 is only to upload the content into the application by adding the content based on the features that we want. So here is, if you can see the A features here, we can click the add button, and then from there it will display us the features menu, and then we can choose the menu that we want. We uploaded all the content that we need to upload, and then we will go to the step number 4, which is publish our apps. By uploading our icon. So this is the icon that will display on the phone. Okay, so we also have 3 steps. We also have 3 category to publish our apps. Either we want to publish our apps into iOS, or we want to publish our apps into Google Play Store for Android user, or we want to publish using a browser by using PWA. Progressive web app. So we can choose either one, or we can choose all of them. Okay, so we can take a look after this, right? So the last step is after we finish all the application setup, and we can give the URL, or we can give the APK, or we can give even the Google Play Store link to the user or to our students, so that our student can install it to their phone. And then we can also track the user activities via the same platform as well. Okay, so from here we can see which page that user access, who is the active user, and how many users are actually access to our apps. Okay. So this is one example of the platform that have been created using the platform, the Rexbit platform that I showed you just now. And if you search these apps in Google Play Store, it's still available. You can just search pengajian ARM. Okay. for STPM. Okay. So this is another viral application that the whole Malaysian use at early year this year. Okay, which is my KSSR application. This is a mobile application that help a student to access digital textbook for primary school. And they also have my KSSM, where the application is actually for secondary school student. Okay. All right. So this is another example of the mobile apps that have been used using this platform, created using a Rackspeed platform, where I haven't uploaded in the Google Play Store, but I use it to publish using progressive web apps, where the student can access through the QR code. Okay, I will show you the video of this mobile application. Okay, so that's for my slide, the last slide, before I continue for demonstration of how I used to develop mobile apps without coding. So far, is there is any question? MC, can I open for Q&A session if there is any before I go straight to the demonstration?
I saw a question from Samishta. He asked, is this app is free?
Okay, thank you, Samista. Okay, this app is actually need to pay for that. But I would suggest for those who are interested to use this application, to come up with a theme. Okay, maybe you can come up with a tree of people in a team, and then you can share to buy the apps. But I would suggest if you have no programming background, I might suggest this application, as it might be very easy for those who have no IT background. But if there is, this is not the only option. We have another option to have more than Rackspeed platform. We have another platform like the platform that I mentioned just now. But they also have to pay. We also have to pay at the end of the completion of the apps if you want to continue to use the application. unless if we know the scripting or we know how to use the programming language, then we can use a free version of mobile application platform like Android Studio or the apps that I mentioned just now. Okay, there is another question for an expert Android apps. I don't know how many special number. Okay, Muhammad Fazil Zainal, for an expert Android apps development, how many specialists normally do we require in the team? It depends on the team. Okay, it depends on the project, how big is the project is. If the project is quite a big project, maybe you need to have more specialists on that team. So might be 3 or 5, 3 to 5. Okay, for the development of mobile application that you have the target to go for competition, it might be good if you can team up for from 3 to 5 developer. Okay, but you have a quite a big project, so maybe you need to have more specialists on the mobile apps. Maybe you need to have more team, but you can if you want to submit for the competition, maybe you can divide into 2 groups lah. Okay, am I answering your question, Cik Muhammad Fazil? Okay, it depends on the project and how you want to divide the task in the team itself. And also it depends on what is the special or what is the expertise of the team member, okay, in the group. Upload apps to Google Play Store and iOS. Okay.
Sorry, Madam Juniza, I think your line is breaking.
How to upload the apps into Google Play a developer account? Clear now?
Yes, now it's okay.
Now it's okay. All right, I repeat. Okay, for how do we upload apps to Google Play Store and App Store? So the first thing we have to have is the developer account. Okay, for iOS, we have a separate account from Google Play Store account. Means that if you have an apps, you want to publish it into Google Play Store and into App Store, you have to have 2 accounts, which is the first one is the Google Play Store account, and you have also to have a App Store account, developer account. Okay. This is not the common account that we use to log in to install the app, but this is the developer account that we can use account to upload our apps, the APK format file. Okay. And then for iOS, we need to pay to the developer account. It's separate fee. So if I'm not mistaken, Google Play Store is around less than 200 ringgit Malaysia. If you want to get the developer account, that one is for Google Play Store. But for iOS, we have to buy the developer account, but we have to renew it annually, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, for iOS. At the moment, for my account itself, I only publish it using Android for Android user using Google Play Store. I haven't published my application to the App Store yet at this moment. Okay, but so far that's the basic need that we used to know to upload our apps to Google Play Store and also iOS. Okay, we have more questions. Okay. Is it personal account or is it an institution? So it's depend. It's depend on the depends on the project that we run. For example, like because my core field, my core areas of teaching is design. So the mobile application that I develop is more into my passion. It's about my passion. So all the account that I have for developer account is my personal account. But if you have the maybe collaboration project with your institution, you might also maybe do some proposal to have your institution to buy or to for the developer account for the team. I
Sorry,
believe proposal.
Madam Juniza, I
I
think
answer your question.
your line is breaking again.
Oh, sorry. Okay, is there any more question? Or maybe you want to ask which type of application we can build before I go straight to the demonstration application, mobile application. If there is no question, I get the permission. May I get the permission to demonstrate how I develop the platform lah. Okay. All right. I think no more question here. All right. Okay. So I will share again my. Can everyone see the screen now?
Yes, yes, we can see it.
All right. Okay. So this is basically the platform, Rexbit platform that I used to develop Jom Lukis mobile apps. So Jom Lukis mobile apps is the application that I built for my drawing subject class for diploma student that taking fundamental of drawing platform. What we need to do when we first
Sorry, Miss Juniza, we can't hear you. I think your line is breaking. Maybe you can explain it again?
Yeah, sure. Is it okay now?
Yes, yes, now okay.
Okay, so when we go straight to the page, the first page of the platform, so we have the menu button here. Okay, so this is where we can navigate to start creating our mobile application. Create button. So under the create button, we have design and build button. So this is the two main menu that we will mainly use to upload and to design our platform. Okay, and then after we finish to set up the platform, we want to publish our application. So we click to publish, and then I will what we'll have in the publish page. Okay, so we also have manage to manage and to track the user activity in the platform, and also we have grow button and also setting. So let's have a look one by one. Okay. So normally when we go to the dashboard, what we can see is the overview of the platform that we use. Okay, so this is the view analytics. So normally we can use we can track the user that visit our application, and then we can also trace who is the top user. Is it the active user or is it the sleep user? Okay, and also we can actually identify what types of device that they use. We can also send a push notification from our web, from our mobile application. Okay. So what is push notification? Push notification is the notification that we send, we blast to the active user from our application straight to their mobile device, right? So now we go to the create button. So when we click create button, it will bring us to design page. So let's go to the design page first. Okay, I have another question. Maybe I can answer this.
Sorry, Madam Juniza, we can't hear you. It seems like there's a bit of an internet issue at the speaker's end. I would appreciate it if participant could wait around for a bit while our speaker resolve the issue. All right, sorry everyone. It seems like there's a bit of internet issue at the speaker's end. I would appreciate it if the participant could wait around for a bit while our speaker resolve the issue. Thank you.
I'm back again. Sorry for the technical issues.
It's okay. Our sincere apologies for the interruption. Due to some technical issue, we won't be able to show the demonstration of the toolkit, but we will share the recording of the demonstration with the participants later. And now we move to Q&A session. Feel free to unmute your microphone or post in the chat panel. Thank you, Madam Juniza.
All right, no problem. If there is any question, you may ask.
Just now there's a question from Han Li Jui. She asked about how do we apply for developer account?
Okay, thank you, Han Li Jui again. How do people want to create? Okay, I think this is the answer, the question that just now maybe I haven't answered it yet. So how do we apply for developer account? For Android, for Google Play Store, what we can do is we go to the we just Google developer account for Android for Google Play Store. So from there, they will guide us to actually apply for a developer account, and then we have to pay for that and wait for the Google Play Store to activate the account for us. Okay, so why do people want to create apps? Do they get paid for creating apps? Yes, most of the developer that have patience, maybe that have patience, they actually create apps for not only to create apps as their patient, but also to get paid from the application that they develop. For example, most of the apps that we can get in the Google Play Store or App Store, in Google Play Store especially, when we play some games, for example, so there is some ads that we have to wait for a few seconds before we can continue to use the app. So that is one of the monetization that we can use to gain profit or revenue from mobile application. That's the one thing. Another thing is instead of using ads in our application, we can also use in-app purchase. In-app purchase, for example, like we love to play games. So in the games that we play, there is a lot of characters. So to unlock the maybe upgraded characters, we have to buy the characters so that we can unlock the new characters. So that what we call as in-app purchase. Okay, and if we don't want to use the application to gain profit, we can actually disable all the ads. We can also disable all the in-app purchase so that we can let the user use our platform or our mobile application for free. Okay. If there is any more question. For teachers, I would suggest teachers, if there is teachers here, I would suggest teachers to maybe have their own mobile apps. Instead of having a website for portfolio, we can also have mobile application as our portfolio. For example, I am a teacher. Okay, so I have a mobile apps. So inside the mobile apps, I have the list of notes that I teach for my classes. So all the students can know where to access all my notes by only access to my mobile application. So I think that is one of the good idea that teachers can create their mobile app so that the student can access all the notes. Maybe they want to speak to you not through WhatsApp. Maybe they want to have a discussion with you via mobile apps. There is a features that can be created in the platform to have like mini discussion in the mobile application itself. Is there any other question? And okay, another apps that I created instead of for teaching and learning in class, I also developed a mobile application using the same platform for tourism. Okay, so if you go to the
Sorry, Madam Juniza, I think your line is breaking.
Go Langkawi is a mobile application that is created to help a user that want to go to the Langkawi, to visit Langkawi. So everything that facilities that provided in Langkawi actually listed in the Go Langkawi application, something like where to book a hotel, which hotel is the best one, where to go to the best eating spot. So we can get that from mobile application Go Langkawi. Okay, and the latest application that I created with my team is the Langkawi camping at Langkawi. So camping at Langkawi is the latest application that we just finished up the prototype version last month, where the application is actually help the campers, the people who likes to go for camping, to know what is the best spot to have a campsite in Langkawi.
Integriti pada 30 November. PM akan lancarkan M Integriti. Kita akan lancarkan plan yang Pwa. Kita akan forum-forum integriti dan sebagainya.
Okay.
Sorry, Madam Juniza, I just want to ask, how do you actually promote your apps to the people?
Okay, there is a thank you, Miss. Okay, can I have your name?
Miss Nurul.
Okay, Miss Nurul. Okay, thank you for, because I couldn't see you from here because I'm using my handphone right now. Okay. All right. How we can promote our app? So if we publish our application in the Google Play Store or we publish our application in the App Store, obviously we have the probability to have a good traffic, because a lot of people is actually using App Store and Google Play Store. Okay, correct. But just in case we are using a progressive web app, which is the application that not listed in the Google Play Store or in the App Store, so what we can do is we can create QR code. This is what I'm doing right now. I'm creating QR code. And then from the QR code, we can blast the link either in Instagram or in Facebook or even in your WhatsApp groups. Okay, that's one way. And another way is through video promotion. So that's what I'm doing for Jom Lukis. Okay, so from that video, I basically explain what the mobile application is all about, and then I upload it in the YouTube, in the YouTube channel, so that everyone can see it and try it. And I also don't forget to give the QR code link so that the user can download and try the application. And for the institution, let's say you are from maybe university or school, what we can do is we can use our institution to help spread our mobile application product to other institutions, maybe via email, maybe via memo, something like that. That's one of the way that we can use if we are inside the institution. Okay. Am I answering your question, Miss Nurul?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Is there any question from the floor? Feel free to unmute yourself, yeah?
Okay. I also want to share something. Okay, why we want to develop a mobile application? Mobile application is actually one of the innovation that we can submit for competition. So that's one of the medium that we can use to create innovation, especially for school, for example, or even for your maybe business.
Sorry, Madam Jiza, we can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes. we can.
Okay. All right. So is there any question? I'm not
There's
sure.
one question from Muhammad Fazil Kamat. He asked, when we develop an app using Racksbit, for example, can we store input from user, like creating login ID and password? If so, do we need external database?
Okay. At this moment for Racksbit platform, we actually can set the login access for user using Google account. There is features where we can enable the login access either using Facebook or Google. And also we can set the features to let the user create their own account. But that's the only there is still a limit on that lah, because it's not a database based web application builder. Okay, it's not like native apps. If we use native apps, so we can control every single thing in the system. But since we are using the template apps, so there is still limitation on us. We only can get the user to log in using their Gmail account or Facebook account, but we can't really customize the login access. Okay.
All right. Next question from Mr. Razman. Is the app also compatible with Windows, like Shopee?
Come again?
Is the app also compatible with Windows, like Shopee?
With Windows. Okay. If you do you mean you want to create an apps like Shopee? Is it?
Mr. Razman, can you clarify your question? Thank you.
Just asking whether you know Shopee, right? Shopee has their own website and also they also have their own app. I'm just asking like whether this app also compatible with to be accessed through Windows like that lah.
Okay, all right. For to develop a mobile apps like Shopee, they obviously need to use the native apps. It's more dynamic. And because mobile application like Shopee, they have to have a big database because the user will keep. The user will keep accessing the application. So the performance of the app must be faster and reliable and should be efficient. But since we are using the template app, so the template apps is more into the design wise, so it's not very suitable to create mobile apps like Shopee. But we still have a features in the platform itself. They provide us the features to have a booking like reservation or booking features, so that the customer want to, for example, the customer want to book a slot, maybe to have an appointment with us, so they can use that features to book, to have the booking slot in the app. And also there is an integration platform within the app that enable the developer to have some kind of e-commerce type of features, but still it's limited. As I mentioned just now, there is a limitation when we use the template apps. There is the ability for us to do that type of application, but there is some limitation that they set for us to use that. Okay, so as a conclusion, we can say that this application, this platform, they're actually more into design wise. Okay. If you want to start a business, you want to have a mobile application. If there's only a small business, yes, of course we can do a platform, a mobile application using this platform. But if our business grow, grow enough to have a lot of customer accessing our mobile application. So I would advise you to integrate or to migrate into the dynamics and native application to make it more efficient for user to access your apps.
All right. Question from Han Li Jui. Does PWA works the same as mobile apps apart from the platform?
Okay, PWA. Okay, PWA is actually a responsive web that access via browser. Okay, they actually works as almost the same like mobile apps, just that we don't have to install into our handphone. It's actually using cloud database. So the user, when the user wanted to use our application using PWA, they actually open up using link. They can install the icon. The icon will be displayed in our phone, but the database itself is actually in the clouds. So technically, we can say that the application is not installed, so it's not reduce our storage in the mobile in our handphone. Okay. And in term of post notification, we still can blast post notification just like we do in mobile apps. Just there is a bit lack of the features that we can enable for user who are accessing using PWA, because if we add some images in the post notifications, the user who is actually using the PWA cannot see cannot see the image or the images that we upload together with the blast message through the post notification just now.
All right. I think Mr. Muhammad Fazil Kamat asked a question regarding the answer that you just now answered. When you said limitation, is it also applied to paid version?
Yes, still applied to the paid version. Means that before you want to buy any mobile application platform builder, I would suggest you to maybe ask for the service provider to maybe have a look first, or maybe you can try the trial version first. When you finish and you feel satisfied with the service that they offer you, then you might proceed to buy the platform. At this moment, if you want to give a try to have your very own first mobile application, Rexbit or another platform that available without coding, could be the best offer you can choose lah. Okay. Platform Rexbit is one of my favorite platform, because I used to use the platform as my first app builder for my mobile apps. But it depends for individual, and it depends on what type of project or what type of design that we want. Or maybe you can try the three platform that give free trial maybe. Then after that, you maybe decide which one is the best for you and which one is the easier for you to use. Okay.
Okay, next question from Mr. Muhammad Azrin. Can lecturers use this app to create application for assessment or quiz? And is it easy to use this app for beginners?
Yeah. I would say if you have no design expertise, for example, you don't know how to use Photoshop, you have Canva. Okay, you have Canva to create the design. Okay, you don't know how to use programming, it's okay, because you can only just drag and drop, just like what I show you just now. You can only choose add, you just click add button, and then upload all the features, upload all the text, content, images, video, whatever content that you want to put inside your mobile application. And regarding the quizzes, yes, there is a features in the platform where we can link the website like Kahoot directly from the apps, or maybe you want to use the Google, what we call that, Google form. Maybe you want a student to evaluate your class using Google form. You may integrate Google form inside the platform as well. Okay. And for the platform itself, we can also link the PDF file directly from the app. So when the user open the PDF file, it still look like an application. Okay, so the user didn't have to download and then they have to search again where is the PDF file that they just download just now. No, because they can exactly open up directly from the platform itself for the PDF file. Okay, and also if we have YouTube channel, for example, maybe for your class, you have a YouTube channel, so you want to include all the videos that you uploaded in the YouTube into the application. Yes, they also provide the integration link to the YouTube channel as well. So it's easier for the student to actually find out which one is the latest video, which one is the previous videos. Okay.
All right. The question from Mr. Muhammad Fazil. Can you share your experience using Unity 3D for mobile app development?
Okay. To be honest, at the moment, I haven't created a game without using Unity or Unreal. But for my mobile game, I use Buildbox application. I'm not sure if you have heard about Buildbox, but Buildbox is one of the application to develop a mobile game without coding. But still, at the end of the day, we still have to use Android Studio. If we haven't had any experience dealing with the programming, so it's quite tough, but still managed to learn that application, Android Studio, just to generate the APK. So Buildbox application is the application that we can build 3D or 2D games. So if you ask me about Unity and Unreal game, I can't answer that for now because I haven't used that, because all my games right now I'm using Buildbox. Okay, Buildbox is another paid version of mobile application for games, but right now for education, Buildbox already give free version where we can download the application and use it freely, but we cannot monetize the apps. Means that if we finish up the game, we want to upload in the Google Play Store, or we want to upload in the App Store, and somehow we see that everyone is actually likes our games, so you want to monetize. So at the moment you cannot monetize your game because the version that you actually use to develop the game is the free version, because that means that the education version. So still you have to buy for licensed version so that you can start monetize your games. Okay.
All right. Next is question from Mr. Han. MIT App Inventor is a good platform to start learning on creating apps.
At the moment, I haven't used MIT app as well, but previously I also get the same question from others. Just they also talking about MIT, but I would suggest you have if you have the opportunity to learn MIT or any other software, I would suggest you to go ahead, try and learn that, because maybe it might be tough at the moment, but if you think that you can't go to proceed to furthermore into that software, then you can go back to the another software that actually more easier. So if you ask me, for this two platform between the mobile application and also the mobile game, I would say the easier apps builder to build games and mobile application is the Rexbit and also the Buildbox. But if you have the ability or you have the chance to learn about more application like Unity and also like Unreal Engine, so there would be more bonus for you, because to have the skill to use that application, it will give you more opportunity to create more dynamic games. Okay, actually, I used to learn Unity 3D last 2 months. Okay, there is some tricks that we should know to develop a 3D games in Unity. For example, okay, if we use Unity 3D, okay, first thing we want to import our 3D and 3D, what we call that, 3D modeling into the Unity games. We must know that the 3D modeling that we create is actually using the low poly, because if we don't use the low poly type of modeling, and we straightly import into the Unity engine, it might get our games heavier, you know, and it might slow down our game. So that is, and for creating the games like using 3D Unity application, we need to understand that we need to simplify all the games texture to make it simplest way, so that the user can use and navigate the game faster. So that's why, for example, if we look at the Minecraft type of game, the character, all the props and the asset in the games is actually only box, because box is one of the low poly type of modeling in 3D that actually could give the opportunity to the user to play the game faster and more reliable to navigate the games. Okay, I hope it can give the general idea to you. Okay.
All right, thank you, Ms. Niza. The next question is from Mr. Halim. What is the preliminary preparation before starting develop mobile apps?
First, I would say it's a very general answer. I would say you must have the patience to start your apps. Okay, you must have the patience, you must have the interest, and about the skill, just like I mentioned just now, for using, if you're using the Rexbit platform, it's not necessarily to have IT skill. But if you have the interest on that, you have the patience, you have the willingness to try to develop the mobile application, it would be enough. It would be enough for me. Okay. But if you have the IT skill, or maybe you have the programming skill, at least it would be a bonus for you to explore more, because in the platform, in the Rexbit mobile application platform, there is some features that we can convert the template into HTML code. So if you know the HTML code, so it might be easier for you to maybe explore a little bit more on that content. Okay.
All right. So next question is from Mr. Han. Is logic is an important attribute in creating apps?
That one, I think, is if you are using the native apps application to build the development, the mobile apps, then I think that might be essential for the developer to have that logic. Okay. Any more questions? Maybe we have another, maybe we have participants here that have experience in building a mobile application. Maybe they might want to share something, maybe their experience.
Okay. For the question from Ms. Fatin Shaira, we will share the recording session within 2 or 3 weeks in IMU eLearn channel. All right, next question. If you given an option, which one would you prefer? Unreal or Unity engine?
Okay, because I have a basic what we call that, basic knowledge in using the Unity 3D. I would say I would choose Unity 3D, because I used to use Maya 3D, where I integrate from Maya application into the Unity 3D. So I would suggest for me, I would vote for Unity 3D. But Unity 3D and Unreal, I would say that they all still have the same function, but might be the some features here and there is quite different lah. Okay. But most of the games that famous, that popular in the Play Store and App Store, they actually using Unreal and also Unity 3D. So you might try. Maybe you want to try to learn these two platform. Maybe you can get the comparison. But for me, at the moment, the application that I used to use is the Unity 3D.
I think if there's no question, maybe Madam Juniza, you can conclude your presentation.
Okay. If there is no question, I would say thank you very much for listening. And I'm so sorry for the technical issues. I'm having a PC technical problem.
Sorry, Madam Juniza, we have one more question. Is Rexbit is not free? Am I correct?
Yes. Rexbit is a platform that we can develop mobile apps without coding. So it doesn't matter if you don't have the IT technical skill, but we need to pay for that version of Rexbit platform. The fees for that is, I think, is affordable. But I still suggest all of you, if you want to develop an apps, try to make it in a team. So you can divide the task. Maybe one person can do the graphic task. Another person is maybe compile all the contents that they want to include in the mobile application, and maybe another person is the one who actually do the technical parts, uploading everything in the platform. So I would suggest 3 to 5%. 3 should be enough, but maybe if you have a big content that you want to compile into the apps, so maybe 3 to 5. Okay. That one is for Rexbit platform. Okay. Is there more? No? Okay.
Hello?
So if there is, hello, yes?
Oh, I think we have another last question from
Okay, so
Mr. James. Can the apps run on both Android and Apple phones?
Okay, that's a good question. Okay, to close our session today. Okay, so if we use if we are developing the mobile application using Rexbit platform, so there is three ways that we can publish our mobile apps, which is either we want to publish to the iOS, or you want to publish to the Android user, or we can also choose to publish using the PWA or progressive web apps. Okay, but if you ask me which one is the best one, if you are the first developer, you are the beginner for developing the mobile apps, I would suggest you to try maybe using PWA first, because PWA is a version that actually can access from iOS user and also from Android user, because both of these device is actually have their own browser. So PWA apps is actually need to be open using browser in our handphone. So if we using PWA version of a mobile application, so both mobile user can access our mobile apps. But if you straightly want to publish only for iPhone, so you have to have one developer account for App Store. Okay, but if you want to publish at both application, both platform, App Store and Google Play Store, so you have to have two developer account, which is the first one is for App Store and another one is for Google Play Store developer account. Okay, But at this moment, if you are the beginner, I would suggest you to only try PWA first. Then after you maybe your apps is good enough, then there's a lot of user want to use that, and then the next step is might be to publish the apps more into Google Play Store and also the App Store. Okay, I hope it answering your question.
Yeah, we hope so. Thank you, Madam Juniza. Thank you for giving us an excellent insight into the topic of developing a mobile app for teaching and learning. And thank you everyone for your participation in this session. I hope that the participants have all enjoyed the workshop and learned some new skill from the session.